So I went out with that girl the other night, and we go to the movies. And right after walking out the movies, she's looking at me with that look. All right, the night's not over. So I go like, well, what would you like to do? And she goes like, how about an ice cream? So I was like, fuck it, geez, an ice cream will go. So as we were walking out the theater, I immediately start throwing out my breadcrumbs. And now she's looking at me. She's looking at me, and I know this is either gonna go one way or two ways. Because either they're not gonna say anything because they're embarrassed. Yeah, they're embarrassed, but more importantly, they're embarrassed to be seen with me. So, or they just don't shut the fuck up. So she doesn't shut the fuck up. And she goes like, well, what are you doing? I said, what am I doing? I'm throwing out my breadcrumbs. Because, I have this terrible sense of direction. And it's gonna help me find my way home later on. And she's like, what are you worried about? I'm gonna find my way home. She's gonna help me find my way home. How the fuck she doesn't even find my way home and she doesn't even know where my home is? And we've been dating for a week and she doesn't even know where my apartment is. She's gonna help me find my way home. And she goes like, what are you worried about? What are you even saying? You cannot make a philosophy out of a breadcrumbs. Of course I can make a philosophy out of a breadcrumb. And I've done it. And I've been doing it for my whole life. And it helped me from moving from point A to point C. Who the fuck are you? And by the way, she doesn't even like me. She goes like she doesn't like my hairs and all. Fucking jeez. And now everybody's staring at us. She's creating this scene and everybody's, at the Fifth Avenue, they're staring at us. So I go and I fucking leave her. Yeah, I cannot deal with this. So I fucking leave her and I go. And I completely forgot to throw out my breadcrumbs. And I had no problem getting home. Which made my whole past life unvalidated.